In a quiet village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a young man named Aiden. Aiden was intelligent and ambitious, but he had one great flaw. He was impulsive. Whenever someone insulted him or provoked him, he would react immediately, often with anger or frustration. His temper had cost him friendships, opportunities, and peace of mind. One day, after a heated argument with a close friend, Aiden realized he needed to change. His emotions controlled him, and he hated that feeling. He had heard stories of a wise master who lived atop the highest mountain, a man who had mastered the art of self-control. Determined to learn from him, Aiden packed his belongings and began his journey. After days of traveling through rocky paths and harsh winds, Aiden finally reached the master's secluded temple. The old man sat under a tree, his face calm, as if he had not a single worry in the world. "Master," Aiden said, bowing with respect, "I seek your wisdom. I wish to learn how to control my emotions." The master studied him for a moment, then smiled. "There is a simple way to begin," he said. "The next time someone provokes you, do not react. Instead, observe your feelings as if they are clouds drifting by in the sky." Aiden frowned. "That's all." The master chuckled. "Try it, and return to me when you have succeeded." As Aiden descended the mountain, he wondered if the lesson was truly useful. How could simply observing emotions change anything? But he had made a promise, so he decided to try. The next morning, Aiden walked through the village when a merchant bumped into him, spilling fruit all over the ground. "Watch where you're going, you fool!" the merchant snapped. Aiden felt his temper flare, but he remembered the master's words. "Observe your emotions. Do not react." He took a deep breath and resisted the urge to argue. Instead, he simply helped pick up the fallen fruit. The merchant, expecting a fight, was taken aback. He mumbled something under his breath and walked away. For the first time, Aiden realized something. By not reacting, he had kept control. He had won. Aiden continued practicing, and each day, it became easier. He found that when he did not react, he felt lighter, calmer, and stronger. However, he was about to face his greatest test. One evening, as he returned home, he overheard two men whispering outside a tavern. They were speaking about him. "Aiden, he's nothing but a coward," one of them sneered. "He used to be full of fire. Now he's just weak." Aiden felt his heart pound. How dare they say that? Every fiber of his being wanted to confront them, to prove them wrong. But then, he remembered. Reacting meant letting them control him. So, instead of responding, he smiled to himself and walked away. At that moment, he felt something shift inside him. He no longer needed to prove anything to anyone. Weeks later, Aiden climbed back up the mountain. The master greeted him with a knowing smile. "I see you have learned the lesson," the old man said. Aiden nodded. "Yes, but I don't understand something. When I stopped reacting, people began treating me with more respect. They stopped trying to provoke me. Why? The master chuckled. Because when you are reactive, you are predictable, and people can control you. But when you remain calm, you become untouchable. Aiden realized then that true strength was not in fighting back, but in choosing when and how to respond. From that day forward, Aiden was a changed man. He became a leader, respected not for his temper, but for his wisdom. He found peace in chaos, clarity in conflict, and power in silence. Whenever someone tried to anger him, he simply smiled, knowing that he was in control. And so, the lesson was passed down, not through words, but through action. Master your emotions, and you will master your life.